talk about what Instagram marketing strategies you should be using in 2023 because we all know there's a lot of outdated crap out there, but also one of the biggest misconceptions I see, I get this from clients all the time, and then I have to go into a whole explanation about this. Content is not going to be enough to grow your account. Okay, great. We love content. Amazing. Awesome. Do it. We love consistency with it. But also, if your strategy is posting content, we're gonna need a little bit more than that, okay? If you wanna consistently be getting new people into your audience, if you want to consistently be making sales using your audience, if you wanna consistently be getting conversions, let's say, onto your email list, there's a lot more that goes into using Instagram, okay? There is a very big difference between posting on Instagram and using Instagram as an actual marketing tool for your business. So let's talk about it. Coffee break. First things first, let's talk about Instagram stories. Honestly, I think that this is one of the biggest slept on strategies that you can be incorporating into your Instagram marketing plan. So, a lot of people are familiar with using your Instagram stories, using them for more personal things, showing the behind the scenes when you're traveling, what you had for breakfast, your cute cup of coffee, whatever, whatever. Cool. Keep doing that because we definitely want people to be building that personal connection, being able to relate to you as an actual human being. However, I don't see a lot of people utilizing their Instagram stories as part of their promotion plans. So let's say you're going into a launch right now. Maybe you do a pop up pre sale before your actual public launch, just to your Instagram story viewers, right? Or maybe you do fun random giveaways in your stories to start training people to watch your stories more, because that's one of the big things that I hear is, Nicole, there's not really that many that watch my stories to begin with. Cool, like do fun pop-up giveaways. You can put up an Instagram post and be like, oh, make sure you watch my stories today. May or may not be doing a giveaway, blah, 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 and then do a little giveaway in your stories, right? People are gonna watch your stories. Put it in your Instagram bio. Watch my stories for the most hot tips. You know, whatever, like something like that. Like, let's get creative here, okay? But anyway, part of your promotion plan, you should definitely be using your stories. Another thing that you can be utilizing in your stories is the close friends list, right? You could use that to do, let's say, mini trainings for your people, or maybe you do some sort of like 5-day personal brand challenge, and by the end of it, you're going to have your brand messaging created or something. You can do it for your close friends list only, and then at the end, you do a little like promotion just to them, right? Like there are so many different ways that you can be utilizing this, doing special discounts to stories only, doing a lot of priming and training, doing mini trainings in your stories. I love doing mini trainings in my stories, and perfect example, so I have a program that talks about building digital courses. I literally did one Instagram story mini training talking about this and booked a $10,000 client because they watched my mini training and my story, and they DM'd me and were like, oh crap, I think I've been doing this all wrong. I need you to help me. Like, let's do this thing. So it's powerful, okay? And if you're over there having those thoughts, thinking like, oh, I don't know, Nicole, like, I don't know if I can use that, like, I don't really have that much engagement, or blah, 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 I don't know if I can really make sales doing this. I literally just said I made a $10,000 sale using my Instagram stories, okay? Like one Instagram story mini training, $10,000 sale. It is possible, okay? So just know anytime you're feeling frustrated, discouraged, not getting the engagement you want, whatever, this is just like a general life rule of thumb, okay? Just know and trust that there are people who are watching, okay? You are on somebody's vision board this year. I have my little vision board right up here. You are on somebody's vision board. They are watching. They're wanting you to show up. Just keep showing up for them, okay? Anyway, let's carry on. Next up, personal branding. It is not enough anymore to just have a logo and you post pictures of only your product. People want to get to know you, okay? Especially after 2020, COVID, lockdown, people want actual human connection, novel idea. They want to know the face behind the business. They want to know who you are. They want to get to know who you are as a person. They want to see your cute dogs. They want to know where you're traveling. They want to see what's in your bag. You know, they want to get to know you. Obviously, branding is its own whole topic. If you have questions or videos that you want me to make talking specifically on branding related things, drop them in the comments and let a girl know. But anyway, I mean, like, think about it. There's a reason that businesses like Subway hired Jared, right? Or Progressive has Flo, Geico has the Gecko, because they are putting a name and a personality to that brand, okay? It's gonna make you a lot more relatable, a lot more likable. It's gonna keep you top of mind, right? Literally, branding, all it is it is a marketing strategy to help you become more memorable. So, quick hot tip for you. I really love thinking of just like 3 to 5 very specific things that you already love doing. They're already very much an aspect of who you are, that you would be doing, participating in, seeing, whatever, on a regular basis anyway, and just be intentional and put them on repeat in your content, right? So, like, for example, I love New Orleans and I travel to New Orleans pretty frequently. So, yes, of course, I'm going to show behind the scenes of my New Orleans travels. I'm going to post pictures from when I was in New Orleans. I might do, random stories saying, like, missing New Orleans as always, things like that. It's building that association, it's building relationships with people. Another thing about me is I like spooky things, okay? I have a paranormal podcast. It's called The Real Ghosts Of, for anyone that's interested, because we're an all-female team and we're sassy, kind of like the Real Housewives of. Anyway, I love spooky things. I love paranormal things. I literally travel for fun and go hang out in like old haunted abandoned hospitals, okay? I also have a haunted doll. Point being, people know these things about me. Second point being, do you notice how specific those are, right? I'm not saying, my name's Nicole and I'm a girl boss and I love coffee. Okay, like, that's everyone on Instagram. Let's just be honest for a second. Get specific, okay? What are the things that are like quirky about you? What are the things that are weird about you? Like, super bonus points. If it's something that you've always been kind of like afraid to talk about to people, like, great, talk about it. I mean, it's freaking weird that I love hanging out in like old abandoned hospitals and chilling in morgues and like hanging out with ghosts. Most people probably don't like doing those things, but also it's very memorable, right? Like, I think we can agree with that. Also, if you have any hot tips on like haunted places I need to go to, also drop that in the comments and let a girl know, okay? Next up, let's talk about shorter captions and videos. Everybody has the attention span of a goldfish, okay? Like, also, just like super shout out to my fellow ADHDers. But with with TikTok, with Reels, with all of the streaming services that you really don't have commercials anymore, like, our attention spans are so freaking short. So do not write an Instagram caption that then is continued in a comment and then continued in a next comment. Like, nobody's gonna read that. I don't have time to read that. Literally, like, even on Instagram carousel posts, like the swipeable ones with text, I'll maybe actually read like the first 1 to 3. Then the other ones I'll just kind of skim through, and like, literally pay attention to how you consume this content, okay? What are you doing when you're going on Instagram or on Facebook or on TikTok or whatever, right? Like, when do you notice that you stop paying attention? When you're watching somebody's stories, when do you start clicking next? When do you stop reading? When do you start tuning things out? Pay attention to those things and then transfer that into your own content, okay? If you have something longer that you need to say, do a long form piece of content. That's why I'm doing YouTube videos, my friend. Sometimes I like to talk, okay? So that's what we're doing, because this is going to be a lot easier for you to consume than trying to read a freaking like 10-page Instagram science report. Like, nobody has time for that. Next up, let's talk about launching. The traditional way of launching in the online business space is a whole freaking ordeal, okay? Like, I think we can all just grab a beer and cheers to the fact that it's a whole thing, right? You're planning it out like months in advance. You have a whole launch calendar. You have your pre launch period. You have maybe your pre sale period. Then you have your public launch period. Then maybe after the public launch, you're going into some sort of related offer that's a downsell for the people that didn't enroll in this. It's like a whole freaking thing. Literally, when I first started learning how to launch, I was told that when you are doing a launch, basically just tell everybody in your life to expect that, like, you're not going to see me for this, month of launching or 2 weeks of launching or whatever the heck, and like, get your meals delivered and whatever, so that way you are just like, you are present, you're there for your launch, and like, I don't know about you, but like, I do not have time for that, and I don't have the freaking energy for that. Like, okay, we already talked about ADHD, but like, also have some chronic illnesses. I feel like this is pretty common for people, or I mean, maybe like, bitch, you just don't have the fucking energy. Okay? Like, I think that's totally fair and valid. Like, especially you moms out there. Oh my god. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't even have enough energy to deal with myself. Anyway, all of this to say, you don't have to do that. Okay? I'm giving you a big permission slip. You don't have to do that. So, one of the biggest strategies that I would personally like to see more of, especially on Instagram in 2023, is off the cuff promotions. Let's say you get an idea this morning, you're like, yeah, that sounds fun. Cool, do it. Like, don't spend freaking a month trying to make the sales page and perfect the sales page and da 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 da, right? Like, yeah, I'm a Libra. I love a good aesthetic, okay? But also, sometimes, like, you just want to have some fun. You're just like, hey, this is a cool freaking idea, and like, I want to do it. Maybe you do random fun promotions. Like, you get inspired and you want to do a random pop up sale. Like, I literally launched a $5,000 program and didn't have time to redo the sales page for it, so I put it in a Google Doc. Okay? It was click the link in my bio, and the link in my bio is a Google Doc. Okay? So just, you can have fun with things, okay? And the bonus points for this is it's also going to make you a lot more relatable, right? People in general are not perfect and perfectly polished, and so it can be pretty unrelatable for people to see business owners, entrepreneurs, as someone who is like, they have all their shit together all the time and they do not ever go through any issues or struggles or whatever. Like, we all, of course, we all do, right? So, like, maybe you had this idea and you're like, oh crap, like, I don't have time to do the sales page. Like, just say that. Like, just say that then. Why not? Like, get in your stories and, oh my god, I had this amazing idea this morning. I'm so freaking excited. Like, just need to get a couple things together, and then should I announce it tomorrow, right? And let people vote. Like, put something engaging on there. People are probably gonna be like, heck yeah, oh my god, what is it? Like, okay, all right, B, listen, I did not have time to do a perfectly polished sales page, so it's on here. Here's the info, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's do this. Like, it doesn't need to be a whole thing. So just big permission slip for that. That's all. Okay, but actually that's not actually all. There's more. I'm going to give you a little bonus tip here. As much as I love Instagram, we all know this, but at the end of the day, you don't actually own your Instagram. It can get hacked, it can get deleted, Instagram could freaking shut down. It's happened before, right? Like, we don't actually own that. So I would also say one of your top priorities to work into your Instagram marketing strategy for 2023 is getting people off of Instagram and onto your email list. So whenever you're in between promotions, in between launches, you're doing that priming content, just working on lead gen, working on visibility, whatever. Your priority in those times should be, yes, of course, priming people for whatever the next offer is that you're going to be launching, but also get them onto your email list. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Saying it again for the people in the back. Get them onto your email list because you own your email list. You can literally go on your email service provider, print out a list of all of their names and email addresses, and then you can get back in contact with them. You can't really do that on Instagram. So there's your bonus hot tip for the day, fresh out of the oven. If you want more hot tips and tricks, I am going to put a link below for you. I have a quiz to help you find your badass business persona, and it's going to give you an analysis of exactly where you are in your business right now, what the next steps are that you need to take to help you get to that next level, giving you lots of resources, hot tips and tricks. You know how I do. So link below for that. Go ahead and click on that, fill out the quiz, get your step-by-step, do this, do this, do this, because like we love a tangible strategy, okay? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, like and subscribe to this channel. And I spend most of my internet time over on Instagram. You can come hang out with me there. It is at Nicole Ricardo, RICCARDO. I'll see you there, okay? See you in the next video. Bye.